Alright everybody, welcome to another game here that we're going to cast for Nogel, and we're going to see if we can't help him improve his gameplay just a bit. So, just going to send him a message, because I didn't tell him at all that I was doing this, because I'm kind of doing it at random. Anyways, we have Nogel here in the Huns, and his opponent, I don't even know what that name could even be. The red player in the Magyar's red. So, should be interesting to see what happens here. This is a pretty low elo. I believe it's around 1,000 elo at the moment. He's searching for his goats, it would appear. Or maybe he's just deciding which wood line to take. Either way, not looking very good over here for him. On the other side, Nogel gonna find some more goats. She desperately needs at this point. Yeah, map looks pretty good actually. Curious to see how this one goes. Nogel, he messaged me and said he didn't know what happened on this one, doesn't know why he lost this one. Nogel's here! Welcome, welcome. So we are going to observe your game, Nogel. This one is the one that you said you have no idea how you lost. So I'm curious how this one goes here for you. I'm going to speed up a little bit. The opponent had quite a bit of issues finding some wood line that he wanted to choose, which was a bit awkward. Nonetheless, we're going to see how this one goes. Boar comes in really nicely. Fog of War, you do see your other boar. You did see these as well, but you haven't got them yet, so yeah, good running over to get them. Your scouting's pretty good. You see you've got this huge open side. So, see what happens here. Well, I am happy to supply an opinion. Oh, well, that's problem number one. You lost your scout. You know nothing about what he's doing. That's a big problem. Losing your scout is massively problematic, especially trying to guess what's coming. Don't even know if there's a drush coming or anything like that, and it's hard to defend from something if you don't know what's coming. But nonetheless, I mean, you've been keeping the town center going. You have the Ville lead right now. He has got 5 on wood, everyone else on food. Awkward looking build right now. You are going to put down a barracks, you are walling up. Yes, error number 1. Always the greatest error, and probably the most annoying error at the point. So your score right now is obviously really far off because he still has his scout. He's up here finding all the good resources that he will need. He's going to gold rather early, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see archers from him actually. Seems a little bit early to get on gold if he's going scouts, but we'll see what happens. Lumber camp, nice tight walls. I don't really like how you're walling the gold. Rather you jut out a little bit at least, but we'll see how it works out for you. You are going to be going scouts, so 22 pop loom, and then it's queued up behind. So he finally finds your base. That you had yet to see it. And oh, he's gonna walk into the town center. Nope, nope. Unfortunate. 5, 7. Okay, pretty good on wood. Still hauling in some of your goats as well. 4 on berries, nice. Your hunt is unfortunately on the front here, but not a terrible situation for you at all. He will beat you to feudal. He goes 20 pop. He was a bit behind too, so it's not exactly ideal for him, but he doesn't have any like worry that you're going to be coming forward with anything other than scouts if he knows the civs at all. Looks like he might as well go scouts as well. Won't be as good because he has no farms yet, but he can always send these to this straggler trees like you are doing at the same time and drop farms. Going scouts, and you do not have the wood to actually go scouts. And then you build a farm. Oh, wrong eco. Oh yeah, you have your stable is really late. Oh, you're going archers? Huns and archers. Interesting. They get skirm. They get all the necessary upgrades for castle age. Okay. Or maybe you're gonna have to go into double archery range. Interesting choice with Huns. He's going scouts. His walls are coming up. Okay. I like the double archery range here, but you do not have enough to produce out of double archery range right now. You are adjusting your eco though. They have 4. Yeah, so right off the bat here with you, I wasn't sure what you were going with. Spears, not really necessary. You have full walls. You just wall behind. That's an expenditure you did not need. Secondly, you dropped 4 farms. Old gun metas. Yeah. Okay. So you're not. Your build is just out of whack. I guarantee this is why you lose right here. So you drop double archery range, so 275 wood per. You got 2 spears. You got Magyars with plus attack here. You're not reacting to this very quickly. You need to get a villager over there right away as soon as the attack comes in. But you can't afford to produce out of both of these yet. And you're dropping farms. So your archer's build just needs some work here. So we can look at one later, and you just send over the spears. He can run away from your spears though if he's paying attention. And he does have an archer out himself, so that spear's just gonna die. Yeah. So you're already falling behind here. Now your villager production's not happening. You're gonna make another spear. Not a lot of scouts here. Should have kept them out, really. Now he's going to be able to clean up all of your archers. Yeah. So I'm going to guess this one ends pretty quickly. Forcing this wall down does buy you some time, but you are going to lose that vill probably. Be lucky to get it out of there, because you are actually going to get out of there, which is nice. Okay, you are going to fight with those. It's not the end of the world, but obviously not preferred. Goes for a bit. Okay. I'm going to pull up a build real quick. If I could remember where my builds are. Give me a second. Where's the one I want? Here it is. Okay. So a straight archer's build. And I haven't done one. I haven't worked on my build in a while, so I'm gonna look. It's 23 pop up. You went 22 pop, which is fine. So after you get through your initial Dark Age, which started fine, no worries about the Dark Age. But after you click up, that's when you want to build the barracks. So you want to wait until you click up to build the barracks, essentially. You could build it before, not the end of the world. Then you want to send all of your villagers that come off of your sheep and your berries onto wood. And then after that, you're going to start sending vills to gold. Now, going double archery range in your position really sets you behind here. Yeah, you're really far behind on vills. He came in and did a lot of damage too. And now he can just go skirms. He lost another vill there, so now he's ahead by 7 vills. These vills aren't working. Your archers, though you have a decent number of them now, you're losing spears for free. He's going to start producing skirmishers. He hasn't been pressured at all. You're going up at this time, so a decent time up. So I think if you were going for straight archers, you only go, like you do a rush with archers, or you drush beforehand. Would really help you out here because he's still open. You could have gotten here with a drush and disturbed so much of his eco. It's not even funny. You're gonna have another vill here that she's likely gonna pick off again. He has some upgrades. You have no upgrades. Upgrades coming in. So basically, I think your build is just a little bit off, and you just have to work on that. Again, these are coming. You're gonna send the archers this time, but you could just wall these off. Yeah, I can send you some more build orders that I've got and see if that helps you out at all. Archer builds are obviously going to be a bit more difficult than what you've been doing with the scout builds. You are going to be up way ahead of him though. This is kind of a good position for you here. So you're going to be able to kill some of this. Need to get your upgrades and then you can kill his whole army. Let's check his eco. He should build a market and go up. His eco's plenty good enough behind us to go up. So I'm curious. Alright, you're up. No upgrades. Where are the upgrades? You went for an eco upgrade first, so you're gonna boom. You are gonna get crossbow. You can't afford another town center. These archers should be headed forward. So you're ahead right now, and if you start sending them now with your upgrades coming in, you can be right here, or here, or here on wood lines and golds and stones early. You could have pulled them back if need be, if you thought you were going to be outnumbered. Which at this point he has 14 military, you have 14 military, your military is better than his. You could have easily gone and killed his entire army if you would have found it. And or you could have gotten in, blocked some things off. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, you've recovered well. Going up. No production right now, though. So you don't have the res for a TC. You do now, but you haven't. And you stopped production. It's kind of rough. That town center is terrible. I will tell you now that's a terrible town center. You're barely even on wood here. Oh, you're going to rebuild one. That's a better one. Much better one. Still not my favorite. I would have rather seen it back here on the wood line and the gold here. Or your map's kind of shit. So yeah, I guess either on the stone and the wood, but this is pretty good. So you've got the army still. You're just defending with the army. I think you could run forward here still. And again, I think we've done this before where we talk about how aggressive you're being. Waiting for Botkin. Oh, even still, you had crossbow. He just got to Castle Age. Without Botkin, you still win. So 34 plus 1 on defense and offense. And you have 35, 5 plus 2, which would have been 5 plus 1. And then you had the defense already. And your crossbow, so you have the additional HP as well. So, alright, a third town center even. You are chasing one archer, which is a little unfortunate, but nonetheless. Alright. See this town center? Could have been denied. This army could have been dead, even without Botkin. If he was up before you, staying at home makes sense. Since you were up so much farther than him, you were in fine shape to deal with that. I sent one crossbow back to deal with that, it looks like. Should be fine. And again, you're still not using this. You're building farms out here. Would have rather seen farms in your base in these villas on gold. You think army aggro is a win? What do you mean army aggro? explain yourself. Your comment confuses me. You were attacked here, and now you have some vills not working. You need to check the idle TC button again, too. These vills were created, you don't have a gather point, so they're just sitting there. Oh yeah, you probably could have won. You probably could have won this a while ago. This would have been denied. You would have denied this gold completely. Oh, you still don't even have scouting on his base. So, yeah, you should have definitely gone forward here. You were up super far ahead. And he's going to have knights with +2 attack, no defense, so that's fine. And we'll see what happens through the duration here. You are caught up in vills. Only a couple down now, so your booming has been great. He's pretty much going knights, so he is going to create some crossbows though, so it's a little bit awkward to deal with, but so this TC makes 0 sense to me right now. This bought you could have just built farms here. Could have gone 2 TCs, this one and this one, and bought farms. This, I thought you were going to go for the gold and then have a decent woodline secured. That's pikeman, I'm guessing. But you're not using this. You have a hole in your wall, which is unfortunate. A stable. So a stable would be valid if you were going into CA at this point. A lot of things you need to do with archers is forward. This is nice for you. Take out a few more vills. Yeah, so now you have the villager lead, and now you have the same. You have the defense. He does not have the defense. So when you're nice, woo woo woo. Double stable. So now you're going into knights. So you're not comfortable yet. I get that when you're playing this. I know that I told you need to work on some archer builds, but you're clearly not comfortable yet. We'll have to work on it a little bit. So you had a very forward position. I would have rather seen you go these 2 town centers. You had enough gold in here to survive for a while. Forward siege workshop on the hill here, and then push. You could have denied this gold completely. This gold is completely outside of his walls. You didn't know it was, but he would have eventually run out of gold here, and you would have had to force him to sell resources or go a non-gold res. He has a siege workshop. I'm guessing that this army does a lot of damage to you here in a second. You'll find out. You do not have ballistics. Ballistics is very necessary at this point. That was a nice attack ground by him, even though it missed. It's nice to see him trying an attack ground. Oh, he's going to get you too. So you're just trying to do too much right now. He is too, to be fair. There is no reason to go knights right now when you're full on invested in crossbows. This is a nice move. I do like this. Splitting up some army to send that direction. That's a nice move. Just throwing knights away now. His siege, like all of this forward, like all 3 of these buildings right here would have been denied. Big shot. Didn't get a big shot, so that's good for you. And now you're afraid of his numbers, and you're going to build knights to try to deal with that. Okay. In other games, I was better with the archers. Yeah, we'll see how you progress. But really, it's just no aggression. Yeah, this is aggressive, but it's not doing anything, and it's unfortunately not going to accomplish anything. And you have your eco's really good behind this. Like, there's a market, university's in. I didn't see that earlier. I don't know if there's ballistics. 30 farms, not bad. You have way too much eco on wood. Yep, here's a castle that could have never been happening. Oh, if you would have walked forward with these, you could have denied this castle. You focus down. No upgrades, though. Well, you did take that out. Castle, not likely to be denied now. Mangonel, and he has the archer numbers, but at least you were able to attempt that. Now these farms have to be deserted. Unfortunately, that's not going to find anything. So I like that you're sending small numbers over here. This is nice. And if you would have been on a wood line or another resource there, it would have been really good for you. And now he's just going to kill your town center. That's all he's going to do. Just going to focus on this town center, which probably doesn't even need to be here. You've abandoned the town center. Your night queue's still headed straight forward. Still producing vills here. Going to lose a few more. Still, ultimately, going to be tied for vills, which is nice. But now he's got a good position. His gold here is safe. This stone's safe. All farm and eco here is safe. A couple more stone walls. He's got this whole corner to himself. Castle on this hill's not bad at all. Hopefully he doesn't notice it. He's actually going to drop another one, isn't he? Or he's going to take your gold, one or the other. Yes, yep, another castle. Okay. You're going to get through that house eventually, but I don't know what 5 crossbows are going to do. Making scouts now. He is on the AOE2 Imperial Age. You are not. Those are fine enough stone walls, but not really going to do you any good in this one. Your problem is going to be gold, and you're walling your gold out. Not a ton of gold left here. Oh no, you're taking a bad fight here. Yep. Scouts aren't going to do you any good here either. Alright, we can just fast forward to the end here. So, essentially, your build was not good. You're still sending these to their death, which is hilarious. He's just going to trap you down. You are on your way to Imp, but I think it's going to be too late by the time you get there to do anything, really. There's some nice pickoffs there. You are expanding to the north, which is nice. But, yeah, you're going to lose too much. GG. Yeah, so you still have these 2 crossbows here. They've been here since Dark Age, which is hilarious. You were not aggressive enough with your army. So when you were ahead, when you hit castle, you should have sent your stuff forward immediately. You had the numbers for the most part, and you were getting upgrades in. So even if you would have run into his army with these crossbows you had over here, you could have just ran them away until you got your upgrades and then turn around and taken care of business. Also, your build's really sloppy. It's so simple now. It's not really simple. I mean, anyone that tells you it's simple is, you know, either played this game a ton or it's all about decision making for you. I think we've talked about that before too. Your decision making is sometimes not in the greatest position. You have the right idea, you have, the right mechanics, you have, decent build, but it can be improvised to be made better. But yeah, all he had here was palisades and this line of buildings right here. He actually deleted a stable to get to that stone at some point. Like, this was exposed, even though you likely wouldn't have pressured this because your scouting was nothing because you lost your scout early. Still could have done a ton of damage. You would have had him on the back foot for sure. Also, you never did take any of this gold, so I know that your eco is like your focus a lot of the times, which I don't disagree with, but you have to make a decision as to what you're going to do here. And with archers, I personally, most of the time, go 1 TC, and then I get a siege workshop and a couple mangonels out with my archers and push as fast and hard as I can. Sometimes going 2 CCs behind that depends on what your eco looks like and how things go. This game's too wishy-washy. It's not wishy-washy, it's just complex. It's very difficult. Trust me, I'm stuck at like 1260, 1250 right now. And I have games that I feel like I'm good, and then I have games that I feel like I'm not good. Alright, Vikings Mir. Let's go. Game number 2. Your opponent, Eric We're just gonna call him Eric. Vikings. Alright, I like that you're going Vikings now instead of Huns. That's definitely way better for an archer's build. Huns aren't bad until you get to Castle Age, and then it's not a good long-term plan. Because then if you were in the lead and you had a bunch of crossbows, and you were on your way up, the only thing you could really do with them is get Bracer and Chemistry, which, cool, you know, those are upgrades, but no Arbalest, so not the best. Could have switched into CA, but still you would have invested so much into those crossbows it wouldn't have done you a whole lot of good. Huns are good, it's just you have to get used to specific build or plans. And most people who go Huns go Knights. And with DE, it's a lot more Knights into CA. Because CA just simply feel worse in DE. So, you don't like them. What'd you do, go random civ in all these games? If you're doing that, I wouldn't recommend that. What's your current elo? It's not good enough to do random civ. If you're going random civ. No offense, but I don't even do random civ, and I'm like 1200. Well, 1260 right now. Yeah, 1k. Yeah, don't go random civ if you're going random civ. Vikings are great. You can definitely learn from playing Vikings. Your eco will always be better. You do on quick play. Oh, see, I don't do quick play. I queue and ranked all the time. This was picked. Okay. Yeah, this is much better archer civ. I would say Vikings, Ethiopians, Britons, Mayans, all. This is, yeah, okay. All civs that you should be playing for archers. There's probably some more in there that are valid. Italians would be fine. So many archer civs. So, Dark Age looks fine. Looks promising. 3 here, so we're not going to drush. These are headed to food. Waypoint on food. I'm going to put a house back there to a wall. This is a custom build order. Scouts into Archer. Okay. Scouts with Vikings. Question marks are raised immediately. No bloodlines. And no husbandry. And, I mean, they're fine up until that point. No bloodlines, no husbandry. So we'll see how this works out for you. Your opponent looks like he's doing pretty solid. He's bringing the boar now. You've already eaten one of your boar. Bringing in the other. Very well. I'm really curious as to your times here, so when we get closer, we'll stop here. You need to get a house down. Are you going to go 19 pop with Vikings? Okay. Interesting. Super tight walls, again, you wall it out of gold. I don't like that. You need gold. Barracks is going to come up late. So your barracks needs to be at 60% when you click up. Or at 60%. I forget the number, but this is late. And now you don't have the wood. You just now got the wood. These fills need to take care of that. See what happens here for you. Still not, still not, still not, still not. There it is. Okay, there's like 15 seconds of idle time for scout build. 20 pop Vikings. This guy's got to be confused. You do have your attack, but he has looms. So you're probably not going to take that vill out. He's going to be really safe and wall up. Forward gold. Got another gold outside. This game is a stop. The Mongols game is better. Wait, so you stomp him? Alright, we'll just see how this goes here. I'm curious, or he stomps you, one or the other. I mean, archery range. Took out a veil before the archery range. Okay, so you have to stomp him, yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. Town Watch, okay. Town Watch isn't really necessary, to be honest, until later when you need more vision. Especially you're the aggressor, seeing around your towns like your area isn't really what you want right now, so we'll see how this works out for you. He's gone double archery range. You're doing a good job keeping active, running away from the spear. You're gonna go scout. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at all this scouting intel you're receiving. Cathalage is on its way. He's forwarding you with just archers. He has a good number of archers, but you have walls coming in behind this. This is good. And he's on his way up too. You were housed. Ah, okay, fair enough, I suppose. Alright, wall. Not bad, waypoints are off. He can still range things and walk around here, of which he does. Another town center is fine. Now see, this army should never gotten in here. Or if it did, it should have been stopped right here, I think, but just getting used to quick walls and such. Now you're full skirm, full lead skirm. Interesting. I was just starting scouts, that didn't do any good for him. Alright, double archery range, thumb ring and crossbow now coming in. So you've cleaned up his army. He is 3 TC booming right now. He's ahead of you by... Oh no, he's not ahead of you by Vils, so he just threw the game. He threw the game. Thought he was going to win with that army, stopped paying attention to everything except for his eco, and stopped producing. Oh, he's actually going into knights. Why do people go Vikings and go Cav? I don't understand this. Don't think I ever will. Oh dear God. That's way too many archery ranges. Just want to point that out. Way too many archery ranges, I think. I don't think you can produce them all for 5 of these right now. But I like and appreciate the effort here. More production buildings is a good thing. Bringing home relics. You idle this wood line. Or you're idle on the wood line. Doesn't matter. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I'm just speeding through because you said it's a stump. These stone walls are wasted. Yeah, you're not producing enough here. Did you delete one? You deleted one here too to get to the stone. Oh dear God. 3 siege workshops. This is gonna... Oh, more siege workshops? This is entertaining. You just saw the score and decided you're gonna throw some hate, huh? It's hilarious. Oh my God, stables too. Arb, you're an imp. Siege ram soon to come in, I'm sure. It's hilarious, by the way. Alright, nothing more to see here. We're just gonna call this one here. Yeah, siege rams are awesome. They're my logo. It's my little profile image is a siege ram. I love them as well. Alright, so this is the game then that I haven't gone over yet. Vikings, Mongols. Let's go. Alright. Your opponent this time, Kadra. We move on. Very interesting to see how things go here for you. Guy plays way better. Fair enough. I mean, I can't argue with the way that you've been playing. It's been good. Just, it's not really, you're not really playing like archer builds. This is unfortunate. You have 3 dead animals under here. Let's do this from your vision here. Let's see what you're seeing right now. Let's slow this down a little bit. well, let's take our time here. See how this goes for you. I mean, right now, I can tell you two things that I hate about how you play. One, oh god, what's he doing? Just gonna chase you around. At least you saw that. That's good. Two things that I really hate that you do, and I've seen it now in three straight games. Let's get off you luck. Okay. Gold. Gold. Stone. No res. Stone. And you don't hear again, you're rolling out all of your res. Fog of War. Golds. Important golds. Also very awkward gold here. Very unfortunate gold here. You'll be fine, but... You see a drush? Okay. Back to this. So... 3 games in a row I've seen you do this, where you wall out something like this stone. You wall out very, very easily could have walled in, or at least made it part of your wall. Oh no, I see the drush. I see the drush that isn't happening. It's a 2 militia available drush. So it's actually, it's going to be late too, so this is more of like a man-at-arms rush. So a drush, in my opinion, is something that occurs before you click up. So you click up later with more villagers. Nice pick off there. I can't do view luck anymore. Yeah, so this is nothing. You've wasted 120 food and, what, 40 gold right here? This is going to accomplish nothing? Yeah, nothing. And it's only 2, so if you're going to drush, send 1 villager to collect 10 gold, have it come back to the TC, and then you'll have enough for 3. Because this is super awkward. I mean, I like that you tried it. You only have 1? Oh, the other one's still over here. Interesting you left 1 behind as well. He's going scouts, so he will definitely be able to take care of your few militia and your scout, especially when you walk into the town center. And goodbye, Drush. Alright, so I want you to do work on 2 things specifically. First is walling. This is like this wall I don't mind. It's not my favorite wall, but I don't mind it. I would have preferred it be like from this tree to the wall, to the edge of the world, personally. Mostly because then you have a little bit more safe room on this wood line. Also a little bit more room for buildings and or farms. You really need to work on idlevilles. Anytime you see this. Did you get the mod that I told you about? You are causing some idle time here, so you've done something with this. Also killed about half of that villa's life. Not bad. Yeah, get the exclamation point. I want it in your face. I want it to annoy the crap out of you. And you will learn to use your idle villager button. I don't even know how long this villager's been here. It could be from the 14th Ville. Alright. See, this is another reason. You're about to chop through. And obviously there's a full tree there. But if it was out here, you wouldn't have to worry about overchops as frequently. And he is going scouts. And he will get in 100%. Could take vills from here. Could take vills here. Here. Got lucky he didn't pick that one. Quick wall. Beautiful. Now do it again. Do it again. No, you ran. It's unfortunate. So he's now forced your hand quite significantly here. He did lose a scout, 2 scouts, so that was not bad. It was too hard. That's fine. Idols? Oh no. Oh no, there are 16 idols. Oh, please send them back to work. Oh, this is so much idle time. This is the where you lose the game right here, I bet. Oh, it's so bad. With so much idle time. New patch. Wall would go down quickly. Still, you have 7 idols. This one's been idle for a while. Could have been collecting gold. Gonna lose 1 more vil. Oh, you get lucky. You get lucky there. You didn't lose it, and he lost a scout. Alright, so that wasn't bad. Still a bunch of idols, and oh, is he gonna snipe this vil? He's gonna snipe this vil. Oh, he's gonna snipe a vil. No! Oh, no. So unfortunate. Nice. Yes. It was nice. Scout. Idle. You do have a good bit of scouting, but anyways, 2 things. 1, walling better. If you're going to wall, at least wall things in that you can use. Little mistakes like this, overchop, could be the end of the game. Yeah, Harris Knight for sure. You also failed to scout all of your golds. I would really prefer if you find both stones and all 3 golds before you move out. That way you know where they are and you have an idea of where your res is going to come from. This is a beautiful town center spot, so is this one. And though it's not walled out now, you can go out to it later, it's fine. But still not a fan of how you walled here. Your eco is ahead still. After losing that, you were ahead by so much more. But he has been on... He has not been pressured at all, really. Such a minimalist eco over here, too. His eco isn't even that balanced. No double stable with Mongols. Makes enough sense. Okay, you do have archers, so let's see how you do with the archers this time around. Okay, you did wall this, which is nice. That's good. Again, I don't mind this wall so much here. It's really just the fact that you walled this out, and you could have, if you would have seen that this was going to be an issue, you could have, like, this wood line's not safe right now. It could be ranged either side. If you would have, you didn't see this gold yet, but you saw this gold and the stone is here. So if you could have walled out, even if you would have walled like on this side of the gold, it would have been better. Because I think gold could become an issue for you here really soon. Really soon. We'll fast forward a bit here because I'm curious what happens in Castle Age. He's obviously going to go double stables, and he is going to go into knights. And you get up. See what you get right off the bat. Alright, this town center's fine. I do not mind this town center. Mill in wall, yeah, that's not really preferable. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's still not preferable. Upgrades, he has +1 on defense. Crossbow, and not a lot of them on this time round. Your eco's really, really rough. You only have 5 on wood. Again, you're going 3 town center. So, there's a misconception when you're learning this game about going 3 town center. If you intend on playing defensively, and now there's a hole in your wall, and you have knights with +1 and attack and defense that could run in. Oh, you're gonna spot it. Good, good. But if you're going 3 town center, oh no. Okay. You're basically just booming. Wall. Take this villager and wall behind it. Take this villager and wall behind it. Alright, crossbows come out at least. Gonna save it. Okay. Okay. Relief. Relief has struck. So if you're gonna do this, you're not gonna have enough eco. I mean, your eco is insanely good right now, but it's because I think you need upgrades still. Yeah, you still need fletching. Calculated. Calculated is a term that is coined in a very bad way. You have like nothing on wood right now, and you have 1. No, why? Okay. Your eco balance is just really bad right now, too. You're like heavy on food and gold. It looks like you're going into knights when you're going crossbows. Awkward. Yes. So 3 TCs. You are in a boom. Your eco is going to be better. He is on 2 TCs. Most likely because he produced knights and he's getting more upgrades. Not yet, but he will be. Thumbring coming in at a very nice time. These are only +1. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. Just passing. You did good there. You got some stuff there. You are being aggressive here? No, don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. No. Okay. Upgrade hasn't come through yet. So if he would have been more aware, let's see what he knows. He knows the layout of your base, yeah. So this is a situation where he should come forward with siege and has not. Also, you should be forwarding him with siege. Also not. Forward siege will probably get you up to 1200 elo if you get decent enough at managing it. 3 town centers, you're only producing out of 1, I think, right now. He's going 3 town centers too. Yeah, so you're not producing out of this. You have a lot. When do you go forward siege? Well, when you're sitting here with a bunch of military, not doing anything, you should send 1 vil and go forward. You saw knights, you're chasing his knights. You're actually chasing the knights, which are now back at home. Because you probably had that 1 scout there. So your military numbers are 18 and you're not. Yeah, right at castle. If you have archers, like wait for crossbow to complete or almost to complete, as well as bodkin. These archery ranges are terrible as well. What are these archery ranges? You know where your opponent is, right? Yes, you do, and you're building archery ranges over here. Archery ranges, unless you're going CA, are going to produce very slow units. But you're also floating a ton of res. A ton of res. Another thing you need to work on is spending that res. So you are 3 town centers. You are building vills now. We have the Q up top here, so you are getting your Q in a good position. He has +2 now, but it's a lot less knights, and you can hit and run him here. Oh, yeah, you're at his base. That's nice. It's not wrong. No ballistics right now either. When going archers, you need to get ballistics. You have the res to build a university. There it is. Could have built it way sooner. So I can look and see if there's a good build to recommend you here, Noggle. But ultimately, it's not like you're doing a bad job. Like your eco's insane right now. It's really good for 32 minutes in the game. Only 18 on farms. Not exactly ideal, but at 32 minutes you're clicking to imp. It's pretty good for 1000 elo. Your issue is, for one, you're floating tons of res. You have 43 on wood right now. 43 villagers all right here. And right here on wood. More farms, more is on gold, some on stone. Even you got a scout out here. You see other golds and stones. Go start sending a few vills out to take them. Now we see some aggression. Okay. Now we see some aggression. He's at home. He's expecting you. He's got a defensive siege workshop. He has a mangonel. You're on a wood line that he already knows that you're going to come to. Now he knows that you're there. You are collecting relics, which I've seen you do a few times now. He is as well. Quite unfortunate you missed that one. I hate these stables. Okay. Gonna add some stables as Vikings. I also hate it, but Oh my god, so much on wood. So you are producing more crossbows. You are losing a lot of crossbows to mangonels right now, so that's not ideal. Thought he had hussar. I mean, he does have it in his tech tree, but you've only seen knights, so I don't know why you thought he was going hussar. You only saw like 5 knights as well, which is interesting. Why I don't? Oh yeah, you're Vikings. Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, he does. You don't have it. You thought you had hussar. I see. Yeah. 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 I get you. I get you. Idleville. One Idleville. It's only one, which is good, but I'm not a fan. Archer, Hussar. Another Idleville. Another mining camp. Your military presence is massive, but you have done nothing with it yet again, sir. This is a common theme today for you. Also, you're patrolling on flat land. There's a hill here. There's a hill here. This map, black and white, also shows hills. Big hill here. Big hill back here. Wouldn't sit on that one by any means, but... See, you have all the scouting. You have units there. They're just not doing anything, not patrolling. He's going to get a castle up here. He's going to go Mangadai, I'd imagine. And Mangadai Hussar, and you're just straight Arbalest right now, and you're not pressuring. Yeah, you gave him free boom, which he basically gave you too, but you had military units. You are sending them forward, which is good. But now, 2 mangonels. Again, your eco is really good every time. It really is. Ballistics should have been in Castle Age, by the way. You had the eco behind this to do that. You realize there's a castle now as he takes out 4 Arbalests for free. Doubt you even saw the light cav. Let's check his eco balance. You have 28, 35, 14, and 14. 23, 26, 11, and 19. So, he's definitely got a Vil deficit in comparison to you, but... And these aren't even moving out, they're just patrolling. Alright, so. We've talked about it a few times, but you're not pressuring him. Look at all these Vils you could range. Yes, he has the mangonels here, and he's probably going to get Siege Ram. Siege Ram would be fine. He's probably going to get Onager. Should be really good against you since you're pretty much straight archer. No attack upgrades on this. You are going more onto stone. I don't know why you're on stone as Vikings up against Mongols. I would have rather seen just more archery ranges and skirmishers, to be honest. Yeah, I think we just need to work on your... First of all, your build needs some work. Secondly, your walling is really just... It drives me nuts. That's a good castle. He's already an imp as well, though, and Mangadai are coming out. They're not elite. You're going to see that this is there in a second. God, look at all this res right here you could have denied. As long as you were forward. You could have had forward siege workshop here. Been pressuring. Oh god. Castle's in the same spot. On the hill though, on the hill. Light cav going in is nice, but shouldn't do a whole lot here, to be honest. Oh, this is gonna be epic if he gets the onager, the mangonel. Oh, nope, not quite. Alright, no worries. So we're gonna have to get Trebs up. I don't know if you win this game or lose this game. At this point, with... Like, I feel like you could have ended this game already. Elite Mangadai are in. Your eco is superior. I said, I feel like you could have ended this already. I think he is in a better position, to be honest. It feels like it, because of his unit comp is the only reason. And you are trying to do some raids, but Elite Mangadai are going to destroy the light cav. You might get a Vil pick here or there, but you do have the hill though, so you could take out his castles. Yeah, see, you're just patrolling. I don't understand why you're patrolling in front of castles right now, but he's going to archery range, so he's going to add skirmisher. You're going to add rams, I suppose. A petard? No, don't build petards. God, I hope that was a misclick. You need like 6 petards and they all have to hit. You're throwing away so many units right here. These light cav just keep going to their death. You don't need to town center that, but I suppose it does secure a gold. You are securing a ton of the map, so you are going to be able to outlast him. Your boom has been good. I just really would have liked to see a more forward military presence. And then, like right now, yep, he just ran out of gold. 45 minutes in, just ran out of gold. If you would have been forward, you could have denied golds and stones. He's out of stone too. Just sending light cav to their death. The KD for him is 73 to 24 right now. These need to be on stand ground if you're going to leave them sit here. Because now they're just going to go forward and die some more. Quite unfortunate for you. Got siege ram coming? Any rams? No. Nope, not yet. You did go into Trebs, so the ram choice here is a little questionable. I mean, it looks like you are going to end up winning this, but I feel like you could have won it so much quicker. So, just in case. What do you mean, just in case? Oh, the siege workshops? So, building siege workshops not a bad thing, but 200, 200, 200, 200. So, 2, 4, 6, 800 wood. Not to mention you have so many stables. You're at 200 pop now. You are going to push. Should be able to take him out, no problem. But you did do well once you went forward. Did quite well once you went forward here. His skirms are going to do a lot of damage here for you. If he keeps producing them like this. Only problem is you have light cav and he does not have hussar yet, so I think you send things forward here. These can move now. The one time they don't move forward on their own, you could have used them forward. That's funny. So ultimately, just work on your eco balance for one. You have 28 on gold right now, which is insanely impressive. 2 relics as well. Hussar, the great that light cav, yeah. But like right now, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Just observing the front. Oh, you're gonna move them now that I switched view lock. Damn it. You're probably addressing some things in your eco, I'd imagine, but nonetheless, yeah, no idles. I just clicked the button. Never idle. If only that were true. If only that were true. This is a scary number of skirms here for you, though. Like, he could push you back a little bit, so that castle is actually decently positioned. And you could lose all these trebs, these Megadai. You are going to lose all these trebs, aren't you? It's quite unfortunate. Well, all the trebs are gone. Castle denied for the moment. Will go up, though. Uh, Another thing I could advise in your late game play, you are sending a lot of light cav in here to just die. Build them up. Like, put them on this hill, or with your arbs, or in between these castles, and get like 30, 40 of them. And then send that in with your trebs in your army. Because right now, he still has a better KD than you. I think the game will end and he'll have a better KD than you. You have wasted thousands of food. there's like 1,000 food that just died right here for no purpose whatsoever. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, this is a case where you could easily like these are sitting here. That's great. You could also attack on this direction with siege ram, no, capped ram coming in. Okay. Trebuchets would also do, because Mangadai, although he doesn't have a lot of them, can shred siege. Eco balance is pretty good. Siege ram coming through. Also, you could wait till you have some more of those. Like, see here, more units just dying here. You're making a lot of late game mistakes that at a certain point will really come to bite you. Like, and now you're sending these in. Okay, you are gonna send this in, but now all those light cav and hussar that were around are not here because they all just died right here. Look at all the red that's dead here. You're gonna take out the treb. It's not bad. Yeah, you could have easily wiped this up a while ago with all those light cav, with all your army there. Losing siege ram, sending them forward one at a time. You're starting to queue everything at the same time, which is good. Alright. A little bit faster. Imagine when this castle goes down, he'll call it. Oh, look, he's saving the siege rams, not the light cav. Yeah. Noggle, I mean, I bet you out of the 240 plus kills that this guy has right now, I bet you 60 of them have just been light cav running to their death for no reason. I almost would guarantee it, honestly. And like now you're letting them sit. Now you're gonna come in. Now you're gonna wipe up. Now you only have one siege ram, so you got to get it in there. And there comes a GG. Yeah. So this could have happened, I don't know, 10 minutes ago probably, when you were spamming everything across. The eco is always great from you. I really have nothing to complain about with the eco. It's just some of your decisions and your early walling drives me nuts. Late game mistakes like this though, how you just killed all of these units. Well, that's good that you feel fast, but just keep in mind that as you improve, like this mistake, all these deaths, like look at this KD, 282 to 171. That's a lot. Plus, all this res was out front here. Look at all this gold still sitting here. He didn't have gold. He had no gold. He didn't expand at all. He had 3 relics. That's all he had. Additionally, you could have brought Siege Rayman on this side, rated his eco quite significantly. But just work on it. Work on it. Additionally, let's go have a look. See here. Let's spectate a game real quick. Let's spectate a game. This is going to be the end of the recorded video for YouTube, though, guys. Hope you guys have a good one, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.